Hi guys, this is Neuser with another episode of Equipped, the series where I share my preferred loadouts and playstyles for different operators. Today we are going to take a closer look at Valkyrie, and this girl, she had me at hello. Ever since I heard about a defense operator with deployable cams, I couldn't wait to try her out. She is the perfect roamer according to me, mainly because of two things really. She carries great intel with her, and if she dies, you can still make good use of her special ability. Valkyrie has 4 sticky cams called Black Eyes that sticks to any surface and can be thrown just about anywhere, even outside after the preparation phase anyway. We will start with a loadout as usual, and Valkyrie is a medium speed, medium armor operator with the choice between 2 primary weapons. One is the MPX, it's a fast rate of fire SMG that actually works well in most ranges. I usually go with shotguns when roaming, but I'm starting to use this one more and more, depending on map and just to be a bit more versatile. I equip it with the holographic sight, as that works good for long range headshots as well as CQB. Although the big housing obstructs quite much of your view. I mainly use the flash hider as it lowers the first shot recoil and therefore works well for me on long range burst firing. But the suppressor is of course a good choice as well if you want to be a bit more stealthy. The Spas is a beast of a shotgun, quite similar to Pulses with a high rate of fire, which makes it quite forgiving if you miss the first shot. As for all other shotguns, I use the reflex sight, only because I find the reticle easy to find when aiming down sights fast, and because of the small housing that doesn't obstruct so much of your view. For the secondary, you only have the D50 Desert Eagle, the same as Blackbeard, and although I find this a bit tricky to use due to the high vertical recoil, it deals great damage on range compared to many other handguns in my opinion, so that's especially good if you use the shotgun as a primary. To finish off the loadout, I use C4 as always, and when it comes to Valkyrie I find it especially important as she can make some nice traps and wall bangs with the C4, like here, when I spot Sledge, probably on his way to use his big old hammer on that trapdoor, but it's goodbye Sledge. The most important things with her cams is to cover the objective to help your team, and I will get back to that, but there are other small tricks that I find helpful as well. For example, watching entry points to know when to strike. Like here in plane. Here the Frost Trap did most of the job for me though, so thanks for that, Frost. As always when roaming, you need to know when to fall back towards the objective though, and here my teammate gets killed when we're on the way back. And as I hunt for Buck who shot him, I get quite surprised as Ash also seems to be invited to this party. One thing is that I always try to save one cam as they might come in handy. Like here for example, I know there are 1 or 2 guys hunting for me that don't want to be flanked when moving towards the objective, so I just throw a cam out in the hallway and let my teammates call out their positions, which makes it quite easy for me to take care of them. If you have good teammates on TeamSpeak, you don't even have to watch the cams yourself, as long as you got some dead friends to rely on. These guys ended up being much too focused on me instead of the objective, and thanks to the black eye in the hallway and some helpful friends, they were quite easy to take care of, even for me. Believe me when I say that says a lot. In this next clip, I have another example where I got great use for one saved cam. It's a 1v1 situation that we will take a closer look at. Yeah. I'm sitting in one end of the room here after a long flank outside the building, and the enemy in the other corner is fully aware that I'm somewhere in this direction. I got the idea then and there to try and use the cam as a decoy and just tossed it out. And you will see here after I've made the cam stick to the wall here that it turns blue, and that's because my teammate is watching it. And as I suspected or hoped anyway, Twitch tried to use that opportunity to get me while on cam. Great decoy I've tried several times. Yet another way to make use of the lost cam is when falling back towards the objective. Just throw it around a corner or down a hatch like I do here to check the surroundings, and see that it's relatively safe anyway to move down or to continue. So, as you see, there are loads of ways to use our cams, but as I said earlier, the most important thing is to cover the area around the objective, as that will help your team the most. And there is actually a guy that has made a video just about this, and it's so good and in-depth that I'm not even going to try to copy that here. It's a bit advanced tactics, but in short, and to simplify it a lot, make sure to put cams outside the objective room, watching towards the objective room. Depending on map and your teammates, there are a lot of different things to consider though. But I've put a link in the description so you can check it out for yourself. His name is Microwave Gaming, and he has a quite big channel compared to mine, and with some great Rainbow Six content. So, to sum this up, I think Valkyrie is the perfect roamer, especially as my style of roaming relies heavily on good intel, and she got the best. Cams that can be placed anywhere. The most important thing with the cams though is to have the area around the objective covered, so you and your teammates know when and from where the enemy is making their attack. Throw them outside as the preparation phase ends, and then barricade the window or door back again. Especially handy to spot repellers. Well, that's about it for today, guys. What are your thoughts on Valkyrie? How do you set up her loadout, and do you have any cool ideas around how to make best use of her cams? Let me know in the comments below. And please give me a thumbs up if you found this video helpful in any way. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with my future content. On Sunday, it's time for another episode of Quick Tips, and you know the drill. Until then, I will keep being Neuser. Hej då!